Faces look trapped in there. Is this a sculpture or raw materials? I hope this isn't the face of a god. He looks like he'd steal your lunch. I'm not sure what to think about this. Within the piles of junk, I found a metal cutout of a symbol. These patterns, what powers have they had and lost? This is the symbol of the god of sleep. Sleep is a kind of shadow of life, refraction absent of light. This instrument is so beat up, but lovingly preserved. It must have played some important tunes. Too bad this is sold out, and happened 100 years ago. What a cheap-looking contraption. I'm not sure what to think about this. This house has such a palpable personality. The text is barely legible. 3 aphorisms from the young. None should see the face of love and live. It looks like a set of aphorisms. Now to find the rest.
He's not for sale. Not because he's special to me, but because he is trash. A crazy woman made this junk. An artist. I buried her a long time ago. I'm surrounded by it, but my eyes, I can only see here. Can you bring me photos of my art? I'd like to see my work one more time. I want to see how I wasted my life. What do you think of it? Wrong. What a soulless object. Look at that broken eyes. Nothing graceful about it. I should have grown ivy over them. At least the flood will take it all away. Was I never truly inspired? Did I really fail so completely? Let's see another. The figure is without grace or true emotion. I thought if I stood outside his door long enough in the rain, that God would let me inside. All I did was toil my fingers to pieces. I wanted to capture this valley in a piece of art. That's all. But when is the moment? Is it now? Or is it now? Enough about my... Let me see what else you've got in that journal. My trash all on a page together, like a real art exhibit. One day, you could add my name to it, Mitziora. They might as well know who to blame. The museum vault. Every artist dreams of their work hanging on its walls. Oh my God. You'll try to go there? It's so far. It'll drain your life away trying to reach it. That is undeniably true. Your journal might end up in the vault, which means my artwork might end up there. Oh, that would redeem everything. Every wasted... When a dream crawls back out of your throat, it hurts. But I can do better than those little statues. I can, if you help me. This art will memorialize Cheng Valley, and we'll finish it together. Cheng Valley has many faces, many themes, characters, eras, stages of its existence. Take a look through this junk, and we'll pick one of those faces. A face to show Cheng Valley to the unborn children of the next season. You do that while I make some tea. You seem lost. We're here to choose a theme for our artwork. You can see through the clutter. I have looked at all this for far too long to see. There are no mistakes, only wayward inspiration. Just pick the face, facet of Cheng Valley that calls out to you.
This instrument is so beat up, but lovingly preserved. It must have played some important tunes.
Oh, you've brought me Manchez's violin. He was a wonderful singer. We were so proud he came from Cheng Valley. He collected stories, games, and songs, and spread them across the world. You remind me of him. He died of a heart attack on a stage in a foreign land. It was a brief and powerful feeling to share the love of this singer with the rest of the world. Without him around, we have less in common. Even I loved him too. We all did. Do you want this to be our theme? Very good. And the tea is ready. In the past, I tried to control everything. My work with this time, let's follow our intuition, gather some pieces, and see what happens. What magic might be hiding in this day, which will pass and never return. This tea is good for the throat. It makes me want to sing.
Chubaleni husanota, Chubaleni husabe, Chubaleni husanota, Krimosanahi. Pleminutu sakanora, Pleminu sapetu, Pleminu kaserota, Manano mase. Dudua uianota, Dudua uniano, Dudua unianota, Enimunahi.
That was it. That was Cheng Valley. I thought we would capture Cheng Valley in a piece of art. But we captured it in a moment instead. A moment can never hang on the wall of a museum. But you will still carry it with you. You were the co-author of this moment. I would never have found it without you. I'll rest these weary knees, these old eyes. But you're welcome to bring me images of this valley, as long as you bring them close enough for me to see. I'll tell you what I know. There's only a little bit of today left. And then the city, the flood, the lights, the next season.
They look like they passed out. A home isolated from the rest of the valley. I've had my first experience of loneliness on this trip. I can't imagine a lifetime's worth. I remember seeing the ocean for the first time, and something about the light, the water, the voices of other people, the boundary between myself and the rest of the world felt very thin. It was beautiful. The bell and purple. Do the people of the valley use the mineral in their rituals? This flower was broadcasting music. They're keeping the memory of the dead alive in a way I've never seen before. There isn't enough room for a cemetery in my village. Here, memory is granted space. Land is used to let the living meet the dead. Or maybe it's the other way around. The text is barely legible. 3 aphorisms from the young. 1. Time moves us when we move not. There is no time. Just one more to complete the set. Unlit candles being drowned in a flood, a loss of potential light, potential prayers. I hope I get to taste some Saba fruit. If it merits a sticker, must be pretty good. This is the ancestor of the big windmills I saw on the ride here. I had an uncle who collected tools that were so old nobody knows what they were used for. The earth gave and gave. It did not let up. Not even at the last minute. We collect the fruit of the land we know is dying. Who could forgive us? The fabric negotiates with wind and gravity. The end result is flight. When I cobble together my own religion, this will be a god. I wish Pate could call this hotline to talk about his heavy dream. These signs are so demanding. I can't imagine them in my village. Looks like there's no one around anymore to enforce this. I found a dig site that is fenced off from view. What were they doing here? A greyhound said he left his materials behind. It should be somewhere around here. The work at the dig site has something to do with Day Zero. This is the kind of brain trouble my mom warned me about. Memories and emotions condensed into a mineral. I wonder what this channel is for. They must have already shipped out all the Harpic they need. I wonder what's on this reel. What is Day Zero? Maybe I can find out more about it. They dug up all that Harpic in order to conduct some sort of prayer on day 0.
I've recreated the same setup as the prayer statues, right here in my workshop. I set up a singing bowl so I can verify the pattern that will form in the water. And some Harpic, of course. Each god seems to correspond to a resonating frequency. And when this vibration acts on the Harpic, we get the, psychoactive response. Going to give it a try here.
I remember watching my dad make shadow puppets on the wall. Felt strange because I could see how it was done. I could see the trick of it, but it still felt kind of magical.
It worked. I do feel the more I do this, the more tired, and it feels like it takes me longer to return to the present. But now I have some control. I face the question of how this mineral affects the soil. I still have a lot of work to do. That's all for today.
A mineral that can affect the mind. The Grey Hands present one side to the public, and another is hidden behind metal fences. There is no one to oppose them. There is only my record of what they did here. The memories of the owner now turned into a beautiful mineral. What we do to the land eventually makes its way into our blood and our brains. This can define a season.